Yo, how's it going, guys? It is Camden here, and welcome back to another video here on Camden Plays. Today, we're going over 5 super secret Prodigy pets that were completely removed from the game. You cannot get these pets anymore. It's literally impossible, and today, I'm going to be showing you these 5 pets that are basically unobtainable. So now, you guys, if you enjoy this video, go down below and hit that subscribe button, because I'm giving away this account to someone who subscribes with post notifications on and comments down below. But anyways, guys, let's get started. Alrighty, guys, so number 5 on the list is a pet that I would definitely say is pretty rare, and this pet is Loomable. Now the question is, how do you get Loomable if it's completely unobtainable in Prodigy? You had to get this pet out of an old Ultimate member box, and they do not have it anymore, and therefore literally if you go on Prodigy today, you cannot get this pet. That's how rare it is, but for good reason. Look at how cool this guy is. He's orange with a bunch of electricity going around him. He has bolts, obviously, according to his name. He has 4 different spells that are pretty decent: storm, fire, and water, some of the stronger categories in Prodigy, so there he does have an advantage with that. And of course, they are all 3 stars. But like I said, the only way to get this pet was to open an Ultimate member box, meaning if you weren't member or you weren't playing during this time in Prodigy, it's impossible for you to get this pet right here. Literally impossible. So I had to include him at number 5 on the list just because he's literally unobtainable to get right now. But we're going to move on to the next pet in this video. Now, the next pet in this video, most of you guys probably don't even know you can get as a pet, and I think I might have gone over this before, but for those of you who don't know, we're talking about the maxed out crystal monster. Now, as you guys can see in our pet bit right here, it's loading. It literally shows up with a white box as the pet, and that's because you're not even supposed to have this as a pet. It's not even possible in Prodigy. Now, this account right here happens to have it. I don't know how it happens to have it. I have no clue how that person giving this account actually got it, but he somehow got the crystal monster on this account for us to actually use. Now, take a look at his spells. He only has 4 spells that are all Spike, Strike, Shadow Shock, and Crystal Crash. They are all leaf, and they all are only level 2, and of course one of them does have the range for all 3 wizards, which is very cool. But they haven't really even updated or added to this pet at all, simply because a real Prodigy player is not supposed to get this pet. That's just not kind of how it's supposed to work. But I just thought I had to add it just for a little extra bonus for you guys. There are 3 different variations, so that of course is the tallest and the best one with the most health. You have the medium one, and then you have the smaller one with the least amount of health. But as you guys can see, they all have very similar spells. It all comes down to the amount of health that they actually have. But I thought I had to include this in this video just because if we're talking about a pet that's rare and unobtainable, this is probably as crazy as it gets. But before we move on to the next pet, make sure you guys go down below and hit that subscribe button with post notifications on. I'm posting a ton on this channel, so go down below, hit that subscribe button with post notifications on. Like I said, I'm giving away this account with all of these extremely rare pets to someone who subscribes. And of course, comment down below, guys, what you guys think is the rarest pet you've seen so far in this video. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the 3rd pet of this video, and this one is an interesting one because I'm gonna be honest, some of you watching this video might actually have somehow gotten this pet, but that does not mean that this pet is not one of the rarer ones in Prodigy. And of course, what is the pet I'm talking about? I am talking about, I just gotta find it. That's how rare it is. It's all the way down here. It's all the way, it's somewhere here, guys. It's somewhere here. It is Gatorade. Now let me explain how you guys would have gotten Gatorade. Gatorade was only available in the 2022 Spring Fest, guys. That's the only way you ever could have gotten this pet. Now that does mean at one point, many of you guys watching this video who played during that time could 100% have gotten this pet. However, if you were to log on to Prodigy right now, unless they somehow re-release this pet, it is basically 1 100% impossible to get. Now, I'm assuming Coastal is the actual evolution. As you can see, it looks a little bit bigger. It looks just a little bit better, but we're going to go ahead and look at this guy. As you can see, he does evolve at level 23, which is kind of cool, but the hearts are 9,836, water element, and of course, he has water, fire, and leaf. 3 extremely good elements. Water and fire are probably the best, but having leaf on top of that just kind of counterattacks any enemy you go against. They're all 3 stars, of course, and 2 of them have triple range, but he has 10,000 health, so he's definitely a good pet. And of course, when you evolve him and get into Coastal, he's just a little bit better with a little bit more health, and of course, his element is still water. But this pet is one of the coolest, I've got to say. Of course, you guys can't get it anymore. We'll see if they re-release it, but for now, it is extremely rare. Now, number 2 on the list, you would only be able to get if you were one of the OG Prodigy players. I'm talking about playing Prodigy years and years ago, and this pet is Dragic. Now, I think I've talked about Dragic before, but Dragic was one of the old starter pets in Prodigy, meaning when you start Prodigy, they give you a pet, and one of them that you could choose from was Dragic. Now, Dragic is incredibly rare, and as you can see, he's kind of outdated. He does not look like any of the other pets. I mean, look how small this guy is, but guys, that doesn't mean this guy's bad at all. Just take a look at this guy's stuff. He does have 4 level 3 stuff with Volcanion, Wildfire, Torrent, and Unlimited Power. That's a very, very good combination of spells. 2 of them are 3 range, and of course, he has 9,000 health. Now, he evolves at level 16. Of course, this one's kind of weird, so it's level 100, but of course, you can choose, I'm pretty sure, to not evolve the pets and stuff like that, but he does change into other pets. It makes him more rare. But like I said, the rarest part about this pet is you had to play Prodigy basically like 5 years ago if you even wanted a chance at getting this starter pet in Prodigy. But that brings us down to the final pet, the rarest pet, I think, in Prodigy. Now, of course, you can switch this order around however you want, and I've made a few other videos on rare pets, so don't think this is the absolute rarest, but one of the rarest pets in Prodigy that, of course, is completely 100% unattainable. You can't get it anymore, and that pet is the one, the only Flyger. Flyger is completely unobtainable, and I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea why. And I think the reason this pet is so rare is because no one really even knows that it exists. I bet a lot of you guys have no idea what this pet even is. Now, you could, in the old days, get it in a few different areas, like I'm pretty sure Skywatch, and I'm pretty sure you could also get it in Firefly Forest, but also Bonfire Spire and even Shipwreck Shore and stuff like that. However, in today's day and age, you cannot get it at all. It has been completely removed. So yeah, that's why it's definitely one of the rarest pets. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to subscribe. Goodbye.